good.
Okay, but the question is, honey, who's ready for some girl chat, baby? Okay, this is a good one, guys. I feel like the Steel Fam is good today.
Okay.
This week in Pyeongchang, South Korea, American skier Lindsey Vonn won the bronze medal in the women's downhill race in what many believe
amazing.
to be her last Winter Games. Now, Lindsey finished less than a second behind the winner, and while it's still an incredibly impressive feat, not everyone seemed to feel the same way. Lindsey's father, Alan Kildoe, had a few critiques following her run, saying, quote, she needed to go for it a little more. She needed to risk more. Kildoe also incorporated a quote from the famous skier Buddy Werner saying, there's two places in the race, first and last, and I only want to be one of them. Ooh, really stern words from her father. But what do you guys think about this? I mean, Tam, you're a parent. Like, how does this make you feel seeing her dad talk about her performance?
I mean, I think he was a little harsh, honestly, because she was third in the world. She wasn't third in the country or of a state.
Their town.
Yes, and I mean, could he do it? Could he do better?
That's all I'm saying is you're talking about I only want to be first. Well, bitch, you wasn't first.
Yeah.
She was third. Like, you're not even on the slope. Like, I can't stand that. It's
Well,
not
let
you.
me remind her dad.
The nerve. The audacity.
Let me remind her dad, Lindsey is one of 2 world championship gold medals.
Exactly.
She won in 2009, 3 silver medals in 2007, 2011, and she's won 4 overall World Cup titles. So, to me, that makes her first place in my head. I don't care what anybody says.
He's being greedy now.
Yes, he is. It's about him. It's not really about her.
And he said, I only want but you're not the one up there. Well, like, I just never, what'd you say? That part right there, exactly. But I just don't get how you can critique someone that has obviously been so successful, especially as a parent. Like, you're supposed to be the one encouraging your children, saying, I'm so proud of you, no matter what you do in life, if you're successful, if you're not successful.
And if she did her best.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
And as you get older, you do slow down a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like she's been doing this a long time. You get older, you slow down a little bit. She was just within seconds. So it's just, you know, she did a good job. It wasn't even a second. It was like, what, milli second? Like,
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you guys are saying. However, if you were to bring this up in my family, in my culture, right? My family, I'm not talking for every Asian person out there.
Exactly.
But in my family, we always say there's a reason why we are Asian, not Bayesian. You know what I'm saying? So let me explain. Okay. So my mom.
Bayesian?
B. No, we don't get B. Like the
okay.
Bayesians are amazing.
Right? But what I'm saying is, it depends
Black
on...
Asian, yes, it's Asian, right?
No, that's Blasian.
We're not going to race. We're just... You guys, it was a funny joke.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand. We want to make sure you're protected.
Okay, thank you.
That's all.
But this is what I mean. In
all trying to help
my
you
culture,
out.
they're a little harder on you. They are a little harder on you because they believe in your potential and they want you to strive for the best. Now, not everybody has a tough skin for that. I, in particular, do. Mama Mai has always been very hard on me. She calls me out on my stuff. She knows when she's seen me at my best. Therefore, when I'm not, she's the first to be like, you look tired right now. Your face look wrinkled. You mad? Like, she says things like that. But it's real. Whenever she said it, it actually is real. She can watch me on any live performance and say, today wasn't your best day. Now, I don't think that every daughter or son can accept that. But I do think there's a magic in parents who put pressure on their kids. For example, Lindsey, we have to say she got to where she is because of some of that pressure her father put on her, right? When you guys look at Beyonce Knowles' story and you listen to her father and how he created stages for her when she was a kid, even though the pressure might have been intense at some moments, there is a good to the pressure parents can put on you because it can really push you to believe in yourself because they believe in you the most.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach.
Like LaVonna and Tanya Harding.
And that's a perfect bad example of pressure that's not loving, right?
Go. Because this is the thing. I understand what you're saying, and there is pressure, but then there's also embarrassment. And that's the problem that I have is that after knowing everything that his daughter has been going through with trolls and things like that, you're gonna add on to that. To me, that was not father-like for him to do that.
And to do it in public.
And I think,
yes, like the conversations me and Mama Mai have are between me and my text messages. She don't come out here and tell you guys my trash, which yes, you're right about that.
Exactly, and so that was my real issue with the whole thing. It's like, hey, you know, just support her, be there for her, you know, and
well, and I think also there needs to be a balance. I think as a parent, you need to know how far you can push them by encouraging them, because you can push them too far that they feel so much pressure that they actually underperform as well.
Exactly.
So it's all about finding that balance and realizing that if she's doing her best, did your daughter do her best?
Yes.
Then you gotta let go.
Yes.
Let go.
But what
Let
if
go.
he feels she didn't do her best?
Yes.
What if he feels like that wasn't her best?
That's
fine.
not how you say it, though.
Publicly,
That's not how you say it.
I would I'm supporting my babies. Let me tell you, I support any kid that's trying to do something.
Sure.
I'm not gonna sit back and be like, you know, you could have did better
I hear what
publicly.
you're saying. I hear what you're saying. What if you know your daughter or your son and it wasn't their best? He shouldn't have said it in broad daylight. Maybe this is a conversation where they have like, between them two.
Wait tonight.
But that's a fair question, Adrian.
Okay, I feel like you should push people maybe at the rehearsals, maybe at the practice.
Yes.
You could tell them, you gotta go harder, you gotta go harder at the practice. But it's done.
Yeah.
That's it. The Olympics over. You're gonna make her feel worse about not winning the first place.
That's what we're
That's
saying.
Not, it
That's what
doesn't
we're
help
saying.
anything at this point. This is possibly her last time ever competing. It doesn't do any good to tell her, well, you didn't do all the way, you didn't risk hard enough.
Yes.
Like, what does that do at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we said. I think we all kind of saying it in a way, but do push your kids. Do encourage
Believe
them.
in them to the potential
The embarrassment part is what I don't like publicly.
I agree with that. Yes.
Speaking of living up to expectations, a recent article on NPR discussed how positive stereotypes of certain races, no matter how well intentioned, can actually have negative effects. According to the writer, stereotypes such as Asian Americans are really smart or African Americans are naturally good at sports create unrealistic expectations about who you're supposed to be, setting people up to fail if they don't meet them. On the other hand, someone who does fulfill a positive stereotype often isn't given proper credit for their effort because it's simply what's expected of them. Like if you're if you're black and you're basketball, oh, well, he's black. Of course he can play basketball.
Yeah.
They don't get the proper credit. What do you guys think about that?
I think a lot of stereotypes that's supposed to be positive are not true.
Okay.
They say the black men are all well endowed. Well, I can tell you.
Hey,
I can tell you.
You started something.
He is one.
Just kidding.
He said, let the truth be told.
With the exception of those two.
Wait, there's another one right here.
Hey.
He stayed sitting.
We've always said that the men who come to our show are real men. Just let you know.
But
Let you know.
imagine that expectation and you're like, oh, I'm gonna find me a black man, da-da. And then it isn't that. Or as a black man, if you're being raised, and let's say you've heard your whole life, black men are supposed to.
Right.
And then you don't have that, you might feel some type of way about yourself.
Exactly.
Like,
And that's what we're talking about. That's seriously what we're talking about taking certain stereotypes to me are just wrong in general. You know, because it gives you false impressions, whether good or bad, it gives you a false impression and gives you unneeded pressure, you know.
Yes, that's a big one. Yes.
Yeah.
I think, you know, let's be honest. I think all of us are guilty of having fallen into a stereotype, whether you believe in it or you play by it, because they're funny. They're a lot of, they're good material for even, you know, I'm sure some of your comedic skits, but they do add an unnecessary pressure. I know that a lot of Asians are believed to be good at math. I couldn't figure out your tip on a $30 bill unless you were paying for it.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not good at all the things that are expected of me, but I didn't understand the unnecessary pressure until it didn't hit me as something not funny until I became like 30. And when you're 30, if any of the women know out there, 30 to 40, all of a sudden the questions about becoming a mother start hitting you. When are you gonna become a mom? Are you gonna have some kids? Ooh. Don't you wanna be a mother?
Right.
when I found the pressure that if you're a woman, automatically, God gave you a gift to have children. You better have children, otherwise you're doing yourself wrong. That broke my heart because I don't want to have kids, and I'm not less of a woman because of that.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So that's where those stereotypes are not cool, and that's where it hit me hard myself.
Oh, you know, the strong black woman, you know, we strong. Nothing's, yes, all women, I feel, are strong.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
But we put this stereotype on black women. You know, so when stuff happens, who the first person they looking at? The biggest black woman, which is me. And I'm like, okay, sometimes I need help, okay? I get tired too. Support me.
Or that, like, Latinas are, like, super fertile. Like, if you look at me, I'm gonna get pregnant. Like, these hips don't lie. That's right, they don't. But that doesn't mean, like, that's not fact for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of negative stereotypes about mixed races, actually. But I don't let other people's stereotypes, you know, define me. I let that go. Whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna let myself and my actions define me.
I love what you're saying right there because when I read this, I was like, okay, I get it. There are negative and there are positive stereotypes, but we can't let these things define us. Like, I'm sorry, at some point as individual people, we have to take responsibility for how we feel. We have to take ownership for why we do the things we do. I'm not gonna say, oh, this ruined my life because someone had a bad stereotype about me. Like, not to be harsh, but get over it. Like, we as people can say, I'm not gonna allow anything anyone says about me to define me. I'm going to define myself. I'm gonna break through those stereotypes. You can't let what people are saying blame that on why your life went bad.
Absolutely. Well, up next, a single guy named Sam recently broke the stereotype of what a dating profile should actually look like. Sam created a PowerPoint presentation about himself as a way to get more matches on the app Tinder. Twitter user @GracieBarrow1 discovered Sam's profile, which had one slide listing things he enjoyed doing, like petting dogs and telling dad jokes, and another slide which listed his notable qualities and skills, including owning a Netflix account and, quote, not being the worst at sex. All right, so now,
That's
Jeannie.
an accomplishment.
Yes, that is. Hey, he owned it. Now, Jeannie, since you're about to re-enter the dating scene, we thought we'd make a PowerPoint presentation we feel best represents you, Missy.
For me?
Yes, we did. We had fun.
Oh, yes,
for this.
Yes, I am. Wait, get my good side. Okay. Look out, America. Here she comes.
Here we go. So, Jeannie, it is really important to have a great cover picture because it's the first thing people are going to see when they're swiping.
Oh, I want you to pick that one, Adrienne.
I did, girl, I did. Okay, I picked it. Yes. Girl, I'm not a lesbian and I'd still choose you. Yes, I'd swipe.
Thank you. That's such a good
I'm gonna tell you why.
Just all your amazing assets,
Yes,
girl.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I didn't even face tune that one.
Yes, you look amazing.
My stomach
Your face looks very natural. It's not packed on makeup. It's still you in your natural habitat, like, yes, girl. But the other thing is, as much as we all know and love Jeannie, she's got a great spirit. She wants to do things for human trafficking. Her interests are amazing. She's kind, she's thoughtful, she's funny. When somebody looks at you, they don't see all of those things. We just want to keep it real.
They want
there
to
has
see
to
the
be
box
something that attracts them at first. So I'm like, girl, I'm giving you the best shot. We're going to show them all the goods.
Exactly.
Yes, that gets someone to swipe. We needed to get their attention.
So good.
But then when you meet him, does
Get
she
their
have to be
attention.
upside down like that when she meet him?
No, she looks gorgeous standing upright.
If they date me right, I might
So,
shoot.
all right, Miss Jeannie, I was in charge of putting together the things I like slide for you. So here's what I chose. Okay? All right. So I did the things I enjoy, slide. So I like eating chia seeds. I like singing off key at the top of my lungs.
My spelled M-A-I.
Yes,
that was
M-A-I,
awesome.
because you always like to do that. Okay. I like drinking a gallon of water a day for good colon health, because health is wealth.
Yes, she's clean on the outside and also in the inside.
You're all about that. You like to make fun of your mom.
Yes.
You like to listen to old school R&B.
All day, SWV, Tony,
Bay Area life.
Yes.
And you like to go to dance class 3 times a week.
I
do.
do.
Add some humor in there too. You know what I mean? Because you're naturally funny. I want them to know that up front, that you don't take yourself too seriously.
Thank you. That's so
Okay,
good.
well,
What do you have,
finally,
Lonnie?
I was in charge of listing your qualities and skills. Okay?
Oh,
So,
no.
Let's show the slide, please.
better do me right.
Very talkative. You see the picture I picked, but I
Stunning.
said,
That's
her qualities is that she's talkative. She's
That's hot.
energetic. She's well-traveled. She's a stylist, so she can help you dress. She's a multitasker. And
Wait.
she can educate you on how to have a bowel movement.
Don't do. Colon health, bowel movement.
See, this is why your front picture was very important to hopefully distract from all the that you talk about. What is happening
Is anybody
here?
else out there like me where you just love to talk, like you make sure that your number 2s are good and healthy?
You just want to be clean.
That's
They
me.
like
We could be
that.
friends.
But we can't talk about that on the first date.
Not on the
okay?
first date.
I know.
But I also don't want people to be surprised about that either. You know what I mean?
So what would you say? Are we close?
No, this is honestly for the self-esteem that kind of dwindles when you go through a divorce. This is the most beautiful moment I've ever felt in this time that I'm going through. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Seriously, thank you. I do want to ask though,
Yes.
honestly, in our friendship, it doesn't have to be right away, but in our time, I would love for you guys to set me up, and it can be a blind date, but I want to see who you would pick for me to just go out on a date, just to see.
Okay.
Because
Why don't we each pick a guy and do like a little dating show type thing, right? Like,
Oh my gosh,
You have
that would be
somebody?
so much. No, but I mean, that would be
I can
so
come
much
up with
fun.
somebody. I got like 4 or 5 guys in my head
I'm
already.
thinking.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
it can't be any of your
I've got
exes,
like
though.
2.
No, none of my
Oh, wait, I
exes.
think I have
Okay,
one.
good.
Brothers, though, maybe.
I like the brothers.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I meant brothers related.
I'm thinking.
I think I have one.
Well, we got to think about it.
Okay, I love it.
We
Thank
think
you,
about it.
guys. Thank you. I love you
Yes.
so much. These girls were here with me through this. You have no idea in so many ways. I love you, and I couldn't get through this
Oh,
without you.
thank you, girl.
Thank you.